What's up, guys? My name is Derocc, and today wanted to share with you guys a little effect patch that I made. I call it the UniHass. It's a really easy way to add width to your sound. It's just a little effect patch that I made, probably 2-3 weeks ago. But I decided to go through and name everything and make it all pretty and stuff like that. But all right, anyways. Well, I guess I didn't name anything. I didn't name anything in here, but whatever. Okay, so basic gist of it. Knob 1, you've got your dry signal. Let's turn everything down first and foremost. I've got it routed to a pretty basic little square wave sound. So first knob is just your dry signal. It goes right through. You can choose how much non-affected signal you want. Second knob is the side volume, or what you could also call the Haas volume. If you're not familiar with the Haas effect, basically it's when you split the signal into two pieces and you delay one side slightly. So you can see up here I've got these two DDL ones. One's at 10 milliseconds and one's at 1 millisecond. Zero feedback, fully % wet. And so I'm gonna hold down a note. So you're getting signal up there. So turn this up. So I think you'll be able to hear that there's a pretty significant difference just in the width alone between this and this. So like I said, I try to make this as a really easy way to add width to your sound. All right, next, let's see here. Do we want to go to buttons? Yeah, we'll do buttons next. So now the side high pass deactivates or activates these EQs. Typically, you'll kind of want to mix in like a V pattern for like having lower content be more mono, like your sub bass and stuff like that, kick drum. Then some of your higher stuff to be kind of spread out left and right around the spectrum. So getting rid of that low end content in the side stuff, if you're doing like let's say if you're throwing this on like a bass, can be kind of nice just to activate that really quickly, just to get rid of some of that low stuff. I mean, this one cuts up to, I'd call it right around 600, 625 is where it really starts to really scoop off. But yeah, that can be nice. All right, so along with the Haas effect within there, I also threw in unisons on the sides. So yeah, we'll keep the side volumes up, and then we can turn up the mix of the unisons to give a little extra softness to it. If you click on this right here, the Haas time, that brings the sides both down to 1 milliseconds, so it's pretty much even. And then at that point, you're pretty much dealing with only a unison effect. But for the unison, you've got the overall mix, or the wet dry of it. Then you got the detune amount for both of them. If you want something really, really detuned, sometimes like I like to detune something a lot and have just a really low mix. Can create kind of a nice like extra fuzzy sound. I don't know. I kind of like it. But yeah, that's basically it. You can kind of play with all these to mix and match your sound you want. But yeah, let's just make something real quick. Let's create a little pad, like a little super saw pad. One thing I would highly recommend is always combine all your I was about to cuss there. I don't want to cuss there. Always combine all your stuff. It's gonna make your life a bit easier. I'm just gonna do a little stacked saw, something like this. We'll EQ out some of the low end, just those like really uber extreme lows that are just not needed in that kind of a sound. Maybe get a little boost in the high end for a little extra crispy, crackly, crunchy coo, as Cat Williams would say, even though he's probably in jail now. And we'll compress this slightly. I'm fine with default settings. And then last but not least, a little bit of verb to put it in some space. Let's go to plate and let's high pass this shenanigans. Cool. So now we got a little sound. So one thing that I learned, I'm not sure if this is like a Reason 8 feature, or if it spans farther back to like 7 and stuff like that. I'm thinking it might be a Reason 8 since you can kind of since 8's more drag and drop oriented. Where you can take a sound. Let's see here. There we go. You can take an effect patch, and you can place it somewhere, and then when you look at the routing of it, you can see it's right in between the compressor and the reverb. So it goes out of the compressor into the overall effect patch, and then goes back in for the reverb before going back into the main combinator of the sound. I think that's a Reason 8 update. Personally, I like it a lot. Like I've always thought like it'd be really cool to have like a mini combinator, but since they did this feature, and you still have like full control over everything, it's kind of nice. Nice. So, all right. Anyways, sorry, went off on a little tangent there. Anyways, so now we can just throw this on a sound, and we get instant width. You can play around with how you want to go. Though, it's just a really easy way to add width to your sounds. But yeah, okay. So the UniHass, I'm gonna throw this up onto audiobombs.com. If you don't know their website, you should probably check it out. They've got a whole bunch of free refills, patches, effect patches, all sorts of small stuff in there that's really, really nifty, especially for Reason users. And even if you're not a Reason user, like they've got a bunch of packs for Ableton, a bunch of sample packs, FL Studio, stuff for Massive, believe stuff for Serum. I haven't looked there recently yet. But yeah, I'm gonna upload this to there. There should be a download link down in this area beneath us. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I will catch you next time.